Colton RV creates fantastic memories that will change your life forever. Have you dreamed of getting into glamping in your own RV? Colton RV can help you take that step into the future with a new or used RV. Talk with a Colton RV team member online, by phone, or in person and see hundreds of RVs, from tent trailers to motorhomes and everything in between. It's all about great selection, unequaled service, and low prices. Open late at 2 convenient locations, one in Tonawanda and one in Orchard Park, New York. Now is the time to see the future at Colton RV.
Want to take your camping to the next level? Then why not try glamping? Welcome to RV Glamping Adventures, where you can have a little glamour with your travel adventures. Please join your hosts, Neal and Kathy, as they share RV glamping information, RV park reviews, product recommendations, and so much more. Here's Neal and Kathy.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of RV Glamping Adventures with Neal and Kathy. I'm Neal.
And I'm Kathy. Today we thought it would be really fun to bring our kids into this. We did this, I think it was last year, you guys?
I think it was last year, yeah.
Hey, maybe you want to introduce yourselves since we've introduced ourselves. Who are you?
I'm Connor. I'm 16. Yeah,
right?
I'm a guy.
I'm Olivia, and I'm 13, and I'm a woman.
Oh, wow.
Or a 13-year-old woman.
Woman. 13 going... 13,
Whoa, man.
13 going on 30. So we've only got 2 of the 4 kids here for, well, I don't know, time reasons, I guess.
Exactly.
And one doesn't live here anymore. So one's down in Florida, and we're talking today about, well, we're going on vacation very, very soon.
Yeah, we're really excited to go on
days.
vacation. What are you guys looking forward to?
I'm just happy for the sun.
I figured.
It's just the sun.
The sun.
Yeah.
So we thought it'd be fun to bring the kids in the mix. I was going to say we've got one not here because one moved away, and our other guy's in college and doesn't live here anymore either. So.
No, he's out with friends and doing stuff.
Yeah, he's having a life and all that. So you guys are stuck with us.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I'm fine with that.
So we were going to talk to you guys about a little bit about some of the things we talked about on last year's show that we had you talk with us. But we thought, I love getting your perspective. You guys did such a good job last time. And I think it's really interesting for our listeners to hear from your angle because they hear us go on all the time. And I think it's really fun to hear because we're all about the family and family time. So we just thought we'd have a fun conversation. And, you know, we're kicking off the season soon. And we thought it'd be fun to bring you guys into this.
So thank you.
Whether you like it or not.
You have no choice. You have no choice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think also a lot of times, I'm assuming that most of our listeners are either RV owners or people who are of a certain age, and you know, everybody has their own perspective. But now to hear somebody under 16 and 16 get their perspective on family RVing, that's kind of fun.
Well, and you know, they might have kids of their own, or they might have grandkids or whatever. But you know, you guys are experts on RVing at this point.
Yeah,
that's
I
think
true.
some of you have done it more than half your life now. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, and you're pretty close. So, you know, you guys are experts on,
Experts.
you know,
I'm an expert.
being in the RV. So,
Except neither one of them likes to help with the dumping of anything.
That's your job, Dad.
Yeah.
we've all decided that's your job. So, I guess, why don't we start with, well, I guess I'm just curious. We really haven't talked about this. You know, like we've been really busy in our lives, and all of a sudden we're down to next week. We're heading down to Disney.
Yay.
Yay! Kick
Yay.
off the season. Woohoo! So I guess that kind of answers that question. But let me hear each of your perspectives on, like, you know, we've been kind of waiting all winter, and now we're kicking off the season. How do you guys feel about that?
So I'm just super excited to be able to go into the sun because this winter's been sort of gloomy.
Yeah, we've had worse stuff.
I mean,
we've
we've
had
definitely
way
had
Last year
worse.
was way
Yeah,
worse.
but I'm super happy to be able to go into the sun and also just be able to spend time with each other because Mitchell and Ian I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with them, so this would be a fun way to do that.
Yeah.
Mitchell and Ian are the older brothers here.
Yeah.
Or you haven't spent time at all either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at all.
So time to reconnect. Olivia, what do you think? How do you feel about it?
I'm pretty excited just to be with Ian again and just for all of us to be together because we're all growing up and you never know how much time we're going to have left together. So it's really fun that we're going to be going to Disney.
there's just no better place.
No better place.
No better place. But like, like here we are kicking off the whole, like now we've got a bunch of trips in front of us too. Like I always wonder, like we get really excited about it.
We've been like antsy almost.
Yeah. Do you guys feel the same way? Or are you just like, yeah, whatever, go on a trip? How do you feel about like, here we are again, another year, lots of trips planned?
I'm pretty excited about it, but like sort of it doesn't feel like we're going yet because we don't have the RV in our driveway yet.
Yeah.
So I can't. It
that's
doesn't really feel
different.
like it, but we'll get.
Do you want to explain that, Olivia? Why? Because this is a little different for us this year.
So we moved to an apartment, so we don't have a driveway in front of us where we usually put our RV. So we have to wait a little bit until we can bring it near us, and that's kind of weird because usually we always have it in our driveway already.
Yeah.
Different.
We're already starting to load up and everything.
Yeah.
And we're having to do things.
Well, it's weird for us too because normally, we're already it's ready to go and we've cleaned it and done all the fun stuff, and now we have to do that all in 3 days.
Yeah.
So
we had talked to the listeners, just so you guys know, to the kids, you guys know we have talked to the listeners about how we've had to come up with like a new system, we're just thinking about loading up, but then unloading and, being in this situation. Connor, do you want to speak on, this was a big change last year that we sold the house and, came into this condo and everything. How was that I want each of you guys to answer this, but like, how was that for each of you guys to make this big change?
It was different, I guess. It was sort of nice though because we had so much wasted space before, but now it's it's still a house.
Yeah,
I like it the same. Actually, I like it more than our other house, the house itself. So
yeah.
It's different, but it's a very much more enjoyable.
And like why we're doing it because
why? Oh yeah. Why would be because RVing, of course, because it's so much nicer being able to RV and
travel more,
all of that. Yeah.
So you guys were pretty cool with it though when we came up with this whole discussion last year.
Really excited.
Yeah, Olivia. Maybe you should. Olivia was more excited, I think, than even we were.
I think actually all you guys were more excited than me, so it took me a minute to catch on.
Yeah, but. Olivia, talk about your feelings about it and why we downsized so we could travel more. How did that affect you?
I was really excited about it. It didn't really affect me that much because I'm not like moving out or anything. But I was still really excited because I was like the first one with you guys to come and see it, and I fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Fun. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, when we found this condo and just, we're introducing the whole idea to the kids. They've heard us talking about it you guys heard us talking about what we were going to do next, sort of, for I don't know, a couple months. We were going back and forth.
I knew that you guys wanted to move into an apartment eventually. I just didn't know when.
Yeah, so when we found this condo, this one just sort of stuck out for us. And the first one to come over to see it was Olivia. And Olivia, how did you feel? You wanted to move that day?
Yes, I did. I loved it.
She didn't understand the concept that we had to actually sell
our house
I was
or
really
get
impatient.
everything going.
Yeah, and then you actually learned a lot about the moving process. And closing and all of that. And you're like, this sucks.
Yeah. Why aren't we here already?
But you guys understand the bigger picture, and you guys have been really you've gone with the flow, totally cool, and I think you love it. I know that.
I love it.
We all do love it. And this means, this year we've got about 7 weeks of travel. So that's a lot of stuff ahead of us.
I think it's also these guys go with the flow because of the way we travel too. Because, it's always it's not on the fly, but things happen. We got to be a little flexible. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of you guys feel like you've adapted that a little bit. You've learned.
I feel like
that's
moves like that are very easy
question.
for us almost because we have been traveling for a while, and especially RVing, and it's almost like second nature, seeing different things, living in different things.
Go with the flow a little bit more, you think?
Yeah.
And also for us, we kind of we went from a bigger house to our condo that's a little different. It's still way bigger.
It wasn't like we lived in a big mansion.
We didn't live in a bigger
house. You guys
no, but it was
talking.
a bigger house than what we have now.
Yeah, it was a regular house.
But when we live in our RV, Olivia said this to me. Right? I don't know if you remember. When I said, geez, I don't know if I can do a condo. And you were like, you live in an RV and love it. I think you're going to be fine. And I'm like,
it wasn't that big of a change.
It wasn't that big of a change. So do you guys feel the same way, space-wise and everything?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about the whole... I guess I'm thinking of, what we've tried to show you with the travel and the family time and what's really important. And then you guys see on TV, and we watch these shows on
Yeah, all the time.
HGTV and all that about tiny living. So how is this all going to like impact your life? Like the things we've tried to make important to you, how do you want to bring that into your life as you get older?
I think for me in the future, I just want to travel more because I made a lot of good memories with you guys, and I want to make some by myself, like with traveling.
That's pretty cool.
So it
I
really,
agree.
would you say you got the travel bug out of this?
Oh, yeah.
How about you, Con?
To me, it's just the fact that traveling is so important. Almost seeing different viewpoints, no matter what it is just being able to see that, and RVing helps us do that.
Right.
We can see different people's viewpoints on the way they live, what they eat, all of that, and
Yeah.
climate, even just climate and all of that. It's just easy.
I think it's
Yeah.
even kind of cool, like when we've got on trips and like, I don't know, we could be in like, I think Olivia, when we were in, was it New York City or Colonial Williamsburg or something, and you happen to be learning about something in that area at that time in like your history class, and we had gone somewhere and it actually was like, I forget
Oh,
where
that
we
was
were.
Colonial Williamsburg.
It was
That was
Colonial. Yeah, you
Williamsburg,
just
yeah.
happened to be learning at the time about that, and
Yeah.
like here you
I
were
knew more.
in the middle of it, and it
Yeah.
just made it, like what you're saying, Connor. You go and you learn different cultures and climates and whatever, but you can bring a lot of your history classes along with you and go,
Yeah.
oh, I get it.
It does help me get like a better visual on the whole entire experience.
Right.
Like until like all of history, I can see it from a different viewpoint.
Yeah, and actually say, well, I was there. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool too if you like, I don't know, you see a show or commercial on and there's something about a city that they're advertising to come visit and you guys can go like, oh yeah, I've been there.
Been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You know.
always really cool when it's like that.
Or like in a movie and be like, oh yeah, I was in that city too or whatever. So it really brings things, I think, to life,
Yeah.
right?
So, well, in that vein, other than Disney, because I'm not. Where was the favorite place you guys went since we've been traveling? What's your favorite, most memorable
yeah,
place?
each of you, favorite trip and why?
Oh God,
And not Disney.
That's a really tough
Yeah.
question.
there's a lot of them. Oh, I got one.
Okay.
New York City.
And why?
Well, I really like the city, and I don't know. We just had like a lot of really good memories there because it was my first time going, and I really enjoyed it, and I learned a lot that trip.
What did you see there?
Do you remember? That was
that you remember.
that was a while ago.
I have no idea.
Yes.
You were at the 9/11 memorial.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. I mean, it was sad, but it was really
Yeah, it was really. But remember feeling that feeling
Yeah.
of being there and
like all those people.
kind of
like,
another-
the whole entire thing happened.
right. Another thing of like what we're talking about. You were learning this in school too, and like to
Yeah.
go there and like feel that, unbelievable. I don't know, that feeling that's there, and just be there and experience it. I'm sure you learned a ton from that.
Yeah.
And the
So,
Natural History Museum
Natural
too.
History Museum.
Remember
We
that?
did
Central
Park.
Park.
Zoo.
The zoo.
The zoo.
Oh, yeah.
I went to the
Oh
zoo,
yeah,
right?
we did. Yeah, in Central Park. What else did we do? I don't know. We were.
I just
all over
remember
the
where
place.
we
Times
ate.
Square.
We went on a bus tour.
The bus tour.
That was
Times
really cool.
Square. Yeah, we did the city pretty well. All right, Connor, your same question to you. Favorite
Well-
trip and why?
I think my favorite is when we went to DC
Oh,
because I just love
Which
that.
time? Haven't we done it a few times now?
Every
Every
time.
time.
I just love the city itself and
Yeah.
the ability to walk everywhere and see such history-rich things.
Yeah.
That simple. There's so many things
much
to
history.
do there, but it's also you get to see things that are on your change. All of that. Like you can be like you said before, you can be like, I saw that.
Especially
I
in
went
this very
there.
political year, it's an interesting topic to bring up because we're going back again this year to
Yeah.
DC, and I don't know how much. I mean, I don't know how much you guys know this, but we definitely are going to be doing the Capitol Hill tour.
Yeah, I
we
heard
definitely have that,
that. Yeah.
and it's looking really good that we're going to get a White House tour.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
think we're going to be
that.
able to get in there, which is something we've never done.
No, I've
So-
never done either. So
You haven't done the Capitol either.
Never did the Capitol,
I did
no.
that, but like 20-something years ago.
So you just walked in, no metal detectors.
Yeah, well, I think
Yeah.
you had to go through security then, but
Yeah.
it's not like it
Not
is
like
now.
it is now.
Yeah.
I think
Olivia?
going off of what Connor said about like how you see these things on TV and like you can be like I've been there. We get to experience all of these things like kids don't like normally get to experience, and that's like makes us really lucky. And I really take that. I really appreciate the trips a lot more because
Yeah.
of that.
Do you think
That's cool.
Yeah, that is
That
cool.
is very
to
cool.
hear. Oh,
You,
Olivia.
you appreciate things.
No, I think she just appreciates being able to go.
Yeah.
Well, she appreciates things.
We'll take that as a you're
It's us.
welcome.
Yes. And you appreciate us.
How about, okay, this is always a question we like to quiz each other on too. Most embarrassing moment on a trip.
Oh, you go first.
Oh, okay.
Do you know one?
Well, for me, a very common thing I do is bang my head on everything. Whether
Do we need to get, what are
No,
you
you
talking
always
about?
do it on the bed.
I hit my head on the bed. I hit my head on
That's
any of the slide outs. I've hit my head
I
on
understand.
some of the cupboards. I've hit my head on, no joke,
That is
everything
kind of
in
a
the
genetic
RV.
thing. that you got
I actually,
from your father.
now that I'm bald, I see I have a scar that's built up on top.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Neal had to shave his head because he's had to give up on the hair. And now we see all the marks. There's like a whole history. Speaking of history,
It's like a
there's
road map.
whole road map.
It's a
history
road
lesson
map.
going on there. It'd be like, he's like, oh my gosh, Kathy, I think I have a tumor. I'm like, no, that's where you hit your head on the...
This
So
is on the
Connor,
slide out.
when
I know
you
you.
someday
I feel
lose-
you, Con.
When Connor someday loses all his hair, you will also
Oh
see
my
all
God.
these.
I hope.
I don't remember that a whole lot. You must
No,
No,
quietly...
he always does it.
I keep
Really?
it quiet. I usually hit my
Well,
head.
maybe
a
you do,
lot.
obviously.
I
Sheesh.
usually hit my head a lot when you guys are asleep.
Yeah, just kind of
It's
annoying.
You hear
bad.
that?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Thank God for air
Maybe. All
conditioning.
right. I guess we will get you a
Yeah.
helmet. I don't
We need
know.
to get a helmet.
All right, Olivia. What
Olivia.
about you?
Okay, for me, it's the time where I jam my finger in the door.
I
That
knew you'd
was-
say that.
yeah.
Tell the story.
That was bad.
It was.
It was so
horrendous.
stupid. It was so preventable too. Okay,
All accidents are preventable.
That's why they're called accidents.
Yes.
so me and my brother Mitchell were getting in an argument, and I was trying to be cool, and I jammed my finger right in the door, and it was stuck there, and I was just
Well,
screaming.
those
Well,
RV doors are tricky.
more
They are
than-
tricky.
I know, but
More than
how did I get
jammed it,
stuck?
you had your hand up and closed the door at the same time. And I think if it wasn't for the nice thick rubber gasket, somebody would have lost some
I would have
fingers.
lost a finger. Yeah.
It was really,
And then I was trying to pull it out,
and
but it
she
wasn't
and her
working.
hand was in the door.
God.
It was nasty.
I kind of
And
feel sick talking.
this is
about
before we had an ice machine, so it was
Oh yeah,
awful.
we had to use an ice cream cone.
It was
I've
awful.
never seen such a terrified face than when Liv looks at her finger and it's in the door and she can't see half her hand.
She goes, "Am I bleeding?" I go, "How are your fingers? Are they gone? Are they gone? I can't feel them."
I'm so dramatic.
It was
So one of
awful.
our points we often bring up is how resilient we are in these trips.
Yes.
We learn we can overcome, and we can get through things and
Absolutely.
survive. And
Absolutely. Good
I
life
think,
skills.
I think we've improved even our first aid kit since then.
Yeah, now we have ice.
Free ice.
Well, that's the fun.
And she doesn't put her fingers anywhere she shouldn't
No,
and
I'm
close
like
them.
really careful now. 'cause
Yeah.
I don't wanna
Yeah,
do it
like
again.
literally, I think you were pushing the door closed on yourself.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So you did that to
I would help
yourself.
us to look to Mitchell because he was just standing there.
It was so weird.
I wasn't here for this.
No.
I had stepped away. I don't know where I went, but I came back and there were bandages and tears and it was awful.
But she has all, 9 fingers and
you have
toes
all your
now.
appendages still, so you
All my 9 fingers.
all 9. All right. So my other question for you guys is, what would be like your ultimate RV trip? Something we haven't done yet. Like if you think about anywhere you could go in the
Your bucket list.
bucket list, where would you want RV that we haven't done yet?
I want to be able to go to the West Coast.
Where specifically?
Like I want to go from
Like a whole big long
just
trip?
all the way up, even into Canada and all that. That would just be
Oh, yeah,
like up to
that'd be cool.
Vancouver. That'd be really cool. Like going in from California.
Why not
up-
keep going? We'll just go all the way up to Alaska.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly.
That's going to take you. We're going to have
That
to
would
win the
take
lottery or
forever.
something.
That would
No.
take forever.
Well, you'd have to do a good month or
It'd
so.
be a month. Yeah, we're going away for a month. Can you do that?
Yeah, well, maybe if we. I don't know, but that's what I'm asking. So you'd want to do the whole West Coast? Is there anywhere that you really want to hit?
I mean, I just want to.
Don't say Disneyland, okay?
Oh my god.
That's such a
Be
good
all about
idea.
that.
Wow, I wasn't even thinking about that.
I just want to be able to go on the West Coast and be like, I've been there.
Mhm.
That's
Just do
it,
the whole
really.
thing.
Yeah.
See it all
San Francisco too. That'd be really
Oh
cool.
yeah.
in an
Just-
RV. Can you imagine up and
Oh,
down?
yeah,
that?
that'd be, the Golden Gate Bridge.
Or there's that one. What is the road that has like zigzags up?
I don't know.
How you do that? How do you do that? In
I
an
don't
RV?
think you can.
I don't think you
No.
can. We'll just go right through.
I think you just hope that you don't get stuck.
Yeah, we'll go around.
And then there's
that.
traffic coming.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
But no, you gotta have a dream.
It's a good dream.
All right, Olivia, what about you? Where
West
would you
Coast.
want to
I think for me it's
Travel to?
2 places. California, like Los Angeles and San Francisco, like Connor said, because I really want to go to San Francisco. And Hawaii.
In an RV.
In an RV. You want to go to Hawaii?
She says with a smile.
No,
like
get,
that's impossible.
Get like
like a pontoon.
the, an RV that has a boat underneath it.
I have seen those online. I posted
really?
a picture. Yeah, I posted a picture of one that I don't know how it floats or turns like you're on land, like regular RV, and they actually drive into the water.
Oh yeah,
Can
I
we
saw
get
that.
that?
One.
And it's a boat.
But
It's a boat.
they drive it into a lake, not
Yeah,
the ocean.
Not the ocean.
Yeah, with no waves or anything.
No waves,
Yeah,
nothing.
I don't know if that would work out for us.
Well, can we just like transport the RV through a plane?
Through a plane, there's boats.
That's a whole.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole other way to vacation. I don't know.
We could just
I don't
fly
know.
there,
Smart.
I guess,
So what have you guys learned from us? What have you seen, observations you guys have made about, us as your parents when we've gone RVing? It can, whatever comes to mind. And keep it nice.
Be nice.
Don't hit your head.
I was
on
gonna say
constant-
that.
constantly.
Yeah, well, you
Wow.
didn't learn from that,
I haven't
obviously.
learned yet.
No.
Something to reference my later knowledge on, though.
I have one.
Probably won't be there because I'll keep hitting my head. But, or well.
Okay. What
Always
else?
have someone else dump the poop.
That is a very good point.
Never do it.
Genius. And I guess that's my job.
That is your
Yeah.
job.
That's my job.
Well, we've always hoped that you guys would, our goal was to just make memories first
Yeah.
and foremost, right? We've certainly done that, and we're going to keep doing that. And we have a good time together, don't we?
Yeah.
We
Very
really
good
do.
time, yeah.
Each
there's-
time is always like a little bit different. It's
Yeah.
always like better, I think.
Yeah, well, I think as you guys are getting older,
Yeah.
don't you think that's probably...
Yeah, I mean,
like, we could go back to the same place that we've gone, and it's a different trip.
Yeah, it's totally
like as your parents watching you guys now, as you get older, your experience and your perception changes. And it's kind of neat. You'll tell us, hey, do you remember this? And like, well, we did this before, but you're doing it again. It seems brand new.
Or like
Yeah.
Olivia doesn't remember.
Oh, she has no idea. Yeah, that's the other part.
But you'll
Yeah.
see things at different ages, and you have a whole different experience for that. But the other reason was to inspire you guys too in your lives and enrich your lives, and so that we also hope that you'll do the same, and sort of in a way pay it forward, so that someday when you have our grandchildren, you'll let them come with us in our RV when we can take off,
That'd
and
be
then
so
you get a
cool.
vacation
Oh my God, that'd be so
Oh, I like
cool.
that.
from the kids, but also that you do this with your own family too.
Yeah.
Whether it's RVing or whatever, but just spending time together.
And travel.
Yeah.
Travel as a family. That's important.
That's
I'm
really
scared
important.
to drive the RV though.
Would
I
you guys
was
ever
too
get an
at
RV?
first.
Would I get an RV?
Yes.
I don't know. I might. I think I would.
Would you really?
Yeah, I could see myself
Down
in
the
an
road?
RV. Yeah,
Would it be one of
down
those
the
things?
road.
Cut it
Oh
out.
my gosh! Would it be something you'd want to wait till you were older, or do you want to do it with your family?
I don't know. Maybe when I'm older.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll be interesting to find
Actually-
out.
I know.
actually, no. I
we'll be
probably
watching
do
this.
want to do it when I have a family, just because they can enjoy the same things that I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Con?
I mean, you already know my answers. Yes, I love RV.
Connor
so
wants a
much.
boat, an RV,
Connor, if you can get an RV tomorrow,
probably
you
a
probably
private
get it.
plane.
Probably a plane.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was Liv, I could put my RV on my plane.
Yeah, obviously.
And
with
drive
your
it.
with your helicopter.
Drive it to
Yeah.
Hawaii.
No, have the helicopter
Or you
carrying
fly it.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that being said, I hope that you guys, continue to enjoy the traveling,
Yeah.
and that you, are inspired to do that too down the road and with your families. What about you guys? Do you have questions for us? We have a couple minutes left.
Oh, I got one.
Uh-oh.
What's one trip that you would want to do over and over again?
Besides Disney.
Oh,
Oh, besides Disney.
besides Disney.
No,
I just one of my favorite trips that, even though I love that we're going to Disney on this one, you guys remember last year when it was actually just the four of us, and we went down to Destin, Florida.
That's what I was
That was
thinking.
really
But
fun.
it's not even just, I really enjoy Destin, but I do love a beach vacation.
Beach vacation.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
even though I'm excited about
Constantly.
this one going to Disney, I kind of wish we were going to a beach too.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like after the winter, do you guys feel like this too? I feel like after the winter, I just want to be at the beach.
Just
Yeah.
put my feet in the sand, just sit there.
Just
Disney's
sun.
nice, but
Sun.
sometimes
Sun.
we see the beach.
Yeah, or both. That's the best.
We can go to Blizzard Beach, but it's still not
It's
the
not
same.
the same. No,
It's not the same.
So, yeah, I guess for me it would be a beach.
Beach.
What about you?
I would say the same. I was going to say Destin, but you're right with the beach because I also any of the beach vacations we've done, I think they're incredibly memorable.
Let me ask you guys this too, as kind of the planner of the trips. What do I have to make sure that I include on this trip down to Disney? What is something that's really important to you guys when we
That's
go
a
on
good
the
question.
trip that is special to you to make sure that I make sure I include in this trip?
Good food. I mean, that's a given, though.
We are going out to eat, so therefore guaranteed good food. Versus, I try to be a good cook.
Well, she's a great cook.
She's a great
right?
cook.
But is there anything? What? Go ahead.
I think last year when we were going to Disney, we did some of that videos for the YouTube channel.
Oh,
that was really fun.
The
I wanna do
product
that
we do
again.
product testing.
Yeah, that was fun.
With
that
items.
was really
so
fun. We were
yeah,
just driving down.
yeah. That it's actually become sort of just this thing that we do on the trips
Become a
now.
tradition.
We do our videos. Everybody will be in the RV and like, okay, what products are we doing this time? And it's so funny because I thought it'd be like work, but
Yeah.
you guys
It's
actually
fun,
like
though.
that.
I have
Okay.
fun with it, yeah.
Well, we're going to be getting some stuff, so I don't know yet what,
Yay.
but we'll do some more videos when we're down there.
So, guys, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule.
Busy.
Oh, thank you.
Busy
I was
schedule.
so
I was
busy
so
with
busy.
watching TV.
And thank you, everybody, for listening. You can check us out on iTunes, RV Glamping Adventures on Facebook, www.RV Glamping Adventures for Kathy's blogs.
Twitter,
YouTube. And, yeah, there's going to be some videos from YouTube. Thanks
See you
a lot.
next week.
Have a great week.
Fishing, hunting, boating, and the rest of the great outdoors 24/7, 365 on Reno Viola Outdoors Radio. Download the free Reno Viola's Outdoor Radio app or visit WRVORadio.com online.